Welcome to another video of the 1955 Spartan Imperial Mansion. There it is sitting in the driveway. Give you a quick view of the house. 1955 Imperial Mansion. I've been working on it for a couple of years. I'm going to give you an update. I'm going to be getting at the outside of it this summer. Finally. Here's the newest addition, which was I went through and put a new nice air vent fan for the, or air vent for the dryer that's going to be going inside. There's the access panel, the original one for what used to be the propane tank. Or, excuse me, it was the original hot water heater tank that went in there, and I'm going to fix that access panel up. I'm also going to be putting in an instant hot water heater, and that's going to be in this area is where I'm going to be put the vent. But I'll show you that from the inside. So let's walk around and go to the doors. Can you believe it? This is what it looks like in Minnesota, in Duluth, Minnesota, end of April. It's 24 degrees. It's 11:30 in the morning. That's crazy. That's why I'm building this, so I can move into it and get out of here. Okay, here's the other side of the trailer. I haven't really shown the outside for a while. And I've been doing some improvements. There is where I added a vent. The black vent at the top is a direct vent from the microwave, which I'm going to put inside. This other one is, I sealed that off. That's the original exhaust vent for the stove, but it didn't work out logistically to be able to use it. So for looks on the outside, I just sealed it up. So I added a handle on there, an assist handle, which is good. Let's see, I took the plate off, which I'm fixing, you know, the Spartan label. I'm getting that fixed up. It got a little bent. We were fortunate to find original door handles with locks, which I put on both the bedroom and this entry door. So that was fantastic find. So let's go inside. I'm going to spin around real quick to where we just came in. There's the door that I redid using Bondo and paint and, you know, body filler. Fixed that up, so that turned out nice. Next to the door is a cabinet, a wardrobe cabinet basically, which I relocated from another part of the trailer, rebuilt it and put it in this space. And basically what that's going to be is that's going to be the living room area. And we thought when you come in the door, I'll put some hooks here. We're going to be able to have some handy storage area and also a place to hang coats, which I haven't put the door on yet, but that'll be in there. There's the new Max Air fan, one of the two of them. Have that in place. So in this area here will be probably, you know, there's going to be a couch either going across the front or along the side by the window. Currently, this is my work area, which I'm using to do cutting and stuff. We rebuilt, I built out the windows, and we actually ordered some interior storm windows that are going to fit inside of these. So we're not only are we going to have the original windows, which we've regasketed, at least the big ones for now, but they're going to have interior storm windows. So this is really going to be sealed up. And then I did frame out the transom windows which are also going to have some storms. So that's going to be sealed up. Put in a new ceiling, which is shiplap, which I'll get to in a few minutes. The front area here, which still has the original windows, which had got a new gasket. I haven't rebuilt this area yet, but that's going to have a counter and a cabinet below, cabinetry. This top part here, which was rebuilt, is going to have a mini split system facing inside. So I got my walls up. What I did is I went at the 4 foot, I laid the sheets long ways, and I ended up using a piece of wood to divide, to cover the seam, and also it's going to be, I think I'm going to two-tone when I paint. And I'm going to put the paint white to the top, so it's going to help make the ceiling look a little taller, and then we can add a color below. And then over here at this area, that is going to be a cabinet below, which is going to actually house a LED fireplace, which is going to be below. There'll be some cabinetry here with a little mantle. There's going to be a sound bar. That's where the TV is going to mount. It's going to plug in there. I needed a nice solid surface for the TV swivel mount to mount onto that. Then there's going to be a dinette table there. Then what I did is I relocated, rebuilt everything. Original cabinet that used to be in another part. As a matter of fact, this used to be right next to the sink, the original sink. Rebuilt that. There's going to be a countertop there. Then next to that is, this used to be a broom closet, but what we did is, turn that into Rev shelf cabinet pantry. So that went from just an open, narrow broom closet to now we've got a full pantry, which is going to be really sweet for adding storage for the kitchen. As I stand back, next to that is going to be a stackable washer and dryer. So washer down below, dryer on the top. And then as you go along, I'm going to pivot around. There is the direct vent that I showed you from the outside for the dryer. So the dryer is going to fit in this top area. I'll drill a hole so that I can use it to plug in, which is down below. And then down below, right now I just have some storage stuff sitting in here. But that has the outlet for the washer. So that's where the overflow is going to go. There's where the two water lines are going to be. And what that does is that's housed inside this wall. And in this wall is the venting and the drain. So the drain goes down through the floor of the trailer, and the vent goes up through the roof in there, which you can't see. And that was original from I think that was the stove was over there. Oven was on the other side of the room, but the stove was on this side of the room. That's where the water actually comes up and comes into this housed area, which right now I just am storing some Reflectix and some other stuff. But that's going to be closed off, accessed from the inside of the trailer, and that's going to house the instant hot water. It's going to have the propane tank which is going to be used for the hot water, and also our new stove oven, which I'll show you in a minute where that's going to be. So then this is a wall. I rebuilt and saved the kitchen cabinets, which are now here. I had to cut them shorter to fit. Had to refix them, and this used to be the window where the original sink was, which is moved to the other side of the trailer, which I'll show you in a second. So that's just where I store some tools for the moment. Okay, I'm going to go back, and right now I've been heating the whole thing with just this little oil heater, which has been working great. It's crazy that I got to still heat this thing in the end of April. When I pivot around, there was the door we came in, and right here is where you can see it says refrigerator. The refrigerator is going to be right here. There's only one wall right now. The fridge is going to sit up higher. I'm going to build a pedestal shelf, and there'll be a drawer underneath. There'll also be another wall right here. The reason why I don't have the wall in right now is because when you carry stuff in here, I didn't want to have it so narrow in here that if I come in and turn with something big, whether it's a couch or some other piece of equipment, that it's so tight. So I won't put this wall in until I have to, is basically it. And then there is the outlet for the refrigerator. This has been the fun part. That is the new cabinetry that I built for the kitchen, which was custom, that I just built it in place to fit. And basically what we've got is here is the sink. We wanted to have it originally in the middle of the window, but we wanted to get, my wife insisted that we have a dishwasher. So what I did was we moved the sink over to here, and I got my water line in there. So that's going to be taking up this basic cabinet. The next cabinet is a dishwasher that is going to fit into this area, and we ordered it, and I built this to fit accordingly. So there'll be a nice storage area below. That's just going to be an open vent area. The reason why this jog was here was because of the wheel well. So I had to build over the wheel well, so it kind of went whoop, up and down. And then that's going to be where the stove oven is, and that's built to spec because we've already got the stove and the oven. That is the 12 volt, which is going to be for the oven. And then also, which I don't have in here yet, but will be a propane line. I've already got my full extension guides there, so there'll be a drawer underneath. Next to that, there'll be two nice deep drawers. And so that will take care of the counter on this side. Microwave is going to go here. And what this above area is, or these cabinets, were originally down there above where that is. That was actually lower. I moved that up and rebuilt it, which is where the mini split's going to be. I rebuilt the face frame of this, and so now this is just a full cabinet that runs all the way, so there'll be a lot of storage up above there. What I did here is that's where the plug is going to be, the outlet for the microwave, designated outlet, and that's the opening for the direct vent for the microwave, which I had to build. And then of course I cut an opening, which is the exhaust from the microwave, which is going to be mounted below and go up and out. So that's that. So what I had to do there then is put a wall in here, and then next over, right before this door area, which is a 2-foot opening to the bathroom, this is a, oh, what does it say? It says storage cabinet. Yep, So there's going to be a 17-inch wide storage cabinet, floor to ceiling, which I have the storage cabinet face frame and door from, and then we will decide on how we're going to section off the inside of it. So then when you come in right through this 2-foot door, which we do have a bifold that we got from Menards for an unbelievably great price. So there's going to be a bifold door there. When you walk in the bathroom, if you go to the right, there's where that, basically where that chair is sitting right for now. There's going to be a toilet. And I haven't done any of the walls yet in here, but there's the other end of the wheel well, and I'm going to have to put in a sink there. I've got all my wiring in, and basically there is the air vent, which I'm going to have to tie in my plumbing to. Here is my exhaust fan, which I've put in a while ago, and I just have not finished insulating the ceiling or insulated some of the finished in the walls yet. Okay, on the other side, that's where we ordered our custom shower pan, which is, you know, goes over the wheel well. And I just haven't sealed this off yet, but that's basically where our shower head's going to be. We ended up putting in a skylight there, so that's going to be great for giving light into there. And we're going to have a door, sliding door, a Nautilus shower door, which we've already bought. And then this is the entry to the back bedroom. Now what we did in the bedroom, which I've said before, is I've got it insulated. I've got the same ceiling throughout the shiplap. There's the other Max Air fan. There's the back wall that used to house a couple wardrobes, which I will show you in a second as I pivot around. Ended up moving them to this side, so when you walk in, there'll be a wardrobe on each side. There'll be a his and a hers. This one's already built in place. I built it to just make it so that I could fit this back door here, which I had to rebuild the door and had to rebuild the screen door also. But those are in. There's an overhead light. Ooh, which is it there? And then there's also a couple lights that are going to be hanging down for each side of the bed, because this area you see here, blue out in tape, is the queen size bed that's going to be there with a lift storage area below. And then there's also going to be a hanging light there with an access to the switch for there. I know I've talked about this before, but there's going to be an NV heater, supplementary heater right underneath that window. And like I said, this storage unit is already built in. This one is just sitting here right now. That I can move because what I got going in the corner is there's all my wiring. Those are my wire circuits that come in, nicely labeled as such. This is the other side of that shelf that I built in the bathroom, so I had the room to build it in. On this side is where I'm going to mount my electrical panel. And then once this wardrobe is built in, this is going to have a built-in cabinet to house my mechanicals, which will be the low voltage for 12 volt, and then it's going to have my 120 volt stuff. There's my smart plug that's coming in from the wall, which I still have to insulate and frame out here and get my my lead just kind of laying in here, so I'll be able to use, I can close in the wall. So that's it for right now. As I'll update you as I get a little further, but my next step is to do the walls in the bedroom, And then I can start finishing this room off and getting to the bathroom. So we will go from there. It's been exciting. It's been exciting to get to the cabinetry work. I recently retired unceremoniously from a long career, and now I'm spending my time working on this so that I can move away from that.